Yeah. He told you he would, man. He did. Told you he would, and he did. Man of his word. Oh, yeah? Danged. Gonna get danged. Oh, people can hear us. Hey, what's up, everybody? Can you see me? James is saying they can hear us, by the way. Yeah, that's a little awkward.
This, and then go, bam, bam. And yeah, all right, we're live. We should be totally live. Just wait a second for YouTube to catch on. Welcome to another awesome Saturday in the Clouds Live. Here we are, Mr. Logan Exhales and myself. As soon as you guys can see us, I'm seeing that we are up now. Just let us know if you can see us, hear us good, all that sort of thing. We both sound good and look good. We already know this, but you know, we like a little second opinion, of course. So I guess we'll just start it off with, how was your week? How is your week? What is going on? That sort of thing.
I have no idea. My week just kind of like flew right by, and it's just been nonsense.
Oh, I hear you. Crazy.
Now I can't see us.
You should be able to. Now we can see you guys. Just try and refresh. I'm seeing that we're live. We're golden. I'm seeing that we're golden. Do I need to send you the link, Logan?
No.
Okay. What's going
Maybe.
on? Shout out.
Hang on.
I can drop.
Hang on. I don't know what's happening right now. Hang on a second. Brand new computer.
Okay.
New computer. Who
Let's start this party already. Shout out to James and Jay. Is Jay in the chat? Raging? Is Raging here yet? Oh, he might not be here yet. I think he was working. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. Shout out to everybody that's here right now. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, so I guess I'll
get there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there, everybody.
Logan just really wants to see us before we go on.
There.
Are we good?
Figured it out.
Golden.
Got it. Oh God.
Oh, you can
There
hear
we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, yeah. All right, we're here. Backwards Hat Day, because
We are here.
Saturdays
It's
are for the
Backwards Hat
boys. You know. Shout out to Shelly. I'm gonna say Shelly.
Ladies, it's okay. Saturdays are for you too.
Saturdays are just after the live stream. Guys, perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. That's great. All right, so your week flew by. My week flew by. I laid down a little bit of overtime this week, and the days always go by quick when you're just, to the nose, working your ass off, that sort of thing. Take long enough, Logan. That's what James had to say.
I know. I wasn't ready. Sorry.
Oh wait, the intro music is still playing? Ah, he's right. Good. Thank you for that. The intro music was still playing. It was probably crazy loud. All right.
We are live early. We are live early.
We are, yeah.
So
Sorry.
how do you want to kick this off, Matt? What do you want to do here, man?
Let's just do beers. Let's do what we've been vaping. I'm gonna crack. You can crack yours open first, and then I'll do mine.
Well, I still have one milk stout left.
Oh, the milk stout. Is that
Yep,
like 7%?
Left Hand Brewing Company. It is a 6.
A 6.
25 IBU.
Where's my fancy
You
wrench?
ready? Are you ready?
You want some wrench? I'm ready. Let's hear it. Oh yeah, that was crisp.
You're not gonna get a lot of like. Psst,
no, it's not super
stout.
Yeah, but that was still pretty crisp. That crack.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa. On the new keyboard. Oh shit. Quicker. Oh, look at how dark that is, dude. Used motor oil.
Like motor oil.
Motor oil. There you go, James. You got a wrench. We hand them out just like that. You ask for one, you get one. There you go.
I used to my camera being up this high.
Dude, look at that though. Dude, that camera's nice. Look at that. Oh my god.
What's up, fam?
Hey, Becky.
Say hi, everyone.
Happy early birthday.
Matt said happy early birthday.
Thank you. I'm wearing a crop top, so I don't want to be on screen.
I have the nitro version. That didn't taste any difference. The nitro version. All right.
It's just phenomenal, though. That milk stout is just.
Yeah. What are you getting out of that? You just
so
take a
good.
sip. Just tell us Tell us the notes. Tell us the. Give it to us. Man.
Real. It's creamy. It's thick, and it's just. I don't know what words I want to use here. There's a coffee note to it, but it's not overwhelmingly coffee.
Is there a chalky taste to it at all?
No.
For some reason, I haven't had a milk stout, but when I think milk stout, I think like a chalky. For some reason, I don't know.
No, it's just like dark coffee,
rich,
kind of creamy.
Like rich.
Yeah.
Yay me! Look at that wrench go.
It's just nice, and it's not very heavily carbonated. It's a very heavy.
Dang. Ragin said, "There's our favorite person. You're being replaced, Logan. So I guess you're not a favorite number one. Replace Logan with Becky for a couple shows."
Yeah, we can replace me with Becky for a couple of shows.
So, what have you been vaping? Let's do that. Let's do your beer.
Okay.
What you been vaping?
I got the Omir Rudder here with the Goon 1.5 on top.
Nice.
I've got some, let's see here, some Prohibition blueberry lemon drops in there.
How is that?
Phenomenal. This is like my 6th bottle of it. It's so good. And then I've got this beast.
Ooh.
Shout out to Shane and Brandy from Saddle Horse Blues for sending me that Notion. It's that Stan's new little 18350 mech. I've got the Berserker 1.5 sitting on top with that nice all stainless old school 510 mouth to lung drip tip in there. And in that little beast, I've got some peach strawberry from Savage. 12 milligram. Pink Man.
12 milligram Pink Man. What is that? Is that a lemonade? Pink lemonade?
Nope. Just strawberry peach.
Strawberry peach. Wow. All right. Well, I guess the torch is over to me. My
it's phenomenal.
Not so frosted glass anymore. Cooled off pretty quick. But I'm gonna be doing a just New England IPA. The can looks a little different. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a seasonal can, but the good old hazy and juicy New England IPA. We're gonna pour it in a tall glass here. was super frosted a couple minutes ago. Oh, sorry.
Nice.
I didn't do the thing. I didn't even do it next to the mic, but
It was still nice and
hold
crispy,
it up.
man.
I gotta hold it up. So, oh, the head on this, I poured it too fast, buddy. Gotta slow it down a little. Oh, I'm gonna drink
that
the
beer
head.
is good.
And the beer is great. Look at the head on this. I poured it way too fast.
Hashtag drink through that like a man.
I will do it. I just don't want to overflow. Hashtag holy shit. All right, look at that. Half a glass, half a head.
Ooh, you want to do the thing?
Are we doing a cheers? Cheers to you guys. Hope you guys have a good drink.
The black abyss.
God, look at this head. Jesus.
That's what she said.
Why did I pour too quick? Just the hazy, juicy notes right off the top. Just smell it.
That was a little person. Sorry, they run around my house.
Luckily, I don't have a beard, so I don't have to worry about the foam beard going on. That is great, dude. I love the New England IPA. Hazy and juicy could not be like a better descriptor for that. It's just great. Just great. Look at that. Look at that nice color that's going on. Oh my god.
Look at that. Look at
golden. It's great.
Would you just look at it? Just look at it.
And it tastes as good as it smells too.
Would you look at that?
And as far as
Vapor Swaggins.
would you look at it? And as far as what I've been vaping, I'm killing this 100 ml bottle of Rocket Blast, that straw blue raspberry lemonade, and I have that inside of that the Apocalypse 25 on the Arcless mech. So that came with the full kit with the grip, but I threw it on this because I got something special on there tonight. We're gonna talk about in a little bit here. You guys probably already saw it in the title, but this is great. Can't get enough of this. I'm a big fruit guy, you know, and I've gotten into some lemonades, but this is a bomb lemonade. Like the strawberry and the blue raz, like it's a little hint of strawberry, the blue raz is there, and then the lemonade kicks, and it's just like the perfect blend.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never tried it, but I would like to.
That is great.
And I'm sorry if there's like background noise and stuff tonight. We have a lot of family over. We kind of did like an early Thanksgiving thing tonight, so
that's cool.
I have people running around my house. Yeah. It might be a little noisy. I apologize to everybody out there.
Jesus, drink that damn beer already.
Doing the damn thing anyway.
Give this guy a wrench and he tells me to drink the damn beer. Let me just top that off. Suck it right down.
That is abuse of power.
Yeah, that is. So, secondly...
Better calm it down, Governor Parkey.
Governor Parkey. We got that Desire Designs, the Cut Premium. Dead Goat on top still. Still rocking this sweet little dual 18650. The inside of that, I'm almost done. Like, literally may be done before the end of the show. That Tropical Blue Raspberry. And that's Profit.
I tried it.
It's all right, man. I mean, it's all right. It's not my favorite.
Weird kids medicine taste that I get from that liquid.
Now, when you say kid medicine, do you mean like an artificial, or do you mean more of
like there's like this chalky, chewable kids medicine.
The chewables, I don't know about anybody else, but the chewables sucked because they always stayed in your teeth.
To that liquid, and that's what I get out of it. The rest of it's fine, but there's one note in that liquid that I can't get past.
This guy said you should try this campfire from Charlie's Chalkdust. It's fucking amazing. No, it's not, and you know you're smoking a wood fire. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. There's no... So, I want to give a quick little flash. A little... Oh.
Oh.
Oh, dang. So, I guess now I can show it. We got the dang tonight, everybody. Homeboy OC, Twisted Messes. I went ahead and set mine up and screwed Logan to build one on camera.
He screwed me a lot. We were gonna build this together. It was gonna be this big thing.
Well, now
Matt has the patience of a 7-year-old, and
now I can vape. Now I can vape mine while you're building yours. So yeah, we got the dang. I sent one over to Logan.
I don't know how well people are gonna be able to see the build deck.
That's all right
on this camera.
Yeah, so it's a clamp style build deck with like, I think it's an 11 millimeter liquid well on that. I think it could be wrong. Maybe it's not 11. Maybe I'm out of my mind. I didn't actually look at the specs. I just know that when it's built, like, look at that, dude. Look how beautiful that looks. Like, it probably won't clarify, of course, but
I wonder if it's gonna vape like a rabbit.
I have never vaped a rabbit, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I can tell you the top cap.
Dead Goat.
Oh, okay. Dead Goat. Yeah, I'd say a dead goat.
Does it vape kind of like a dead goat?
Yeah, it vapes kind of
Because
like a
dead goat is a dead rabbit deck in the goat.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, I'd say that. I mean, I only took one draw for this. I love, see, a thing with me, I'm just gonna grab this rag real quick. A big thing with me is like tolerances, right? Like O-ring tolerances and how tight a top cap sits on top and stuff like that. And I can tell you, this is definitely, as Grim Green would say, a pop and paint situation. Like you can definitely be doing some popping and painting. And let me tell you about that Apocalypse 25. There is no pop and paint going on in that thing. It's just drip, and that's that. But this thing, it's got that, it locks perfectly, and it just pulls off so nice. You can just, if you want to. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it from the way this is looking, but that airflow ring, you can't really see too much.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to show everybody else as well as you build yours, start to build yours. Oh,
yeah, I did.
baby.
I did get the dang, and I want to personally thank you, Matt, on stream for sending me the dang. Just the note was very touching. I won't read it on stream, but you're an absolute sweetheart, and thank you, Matt.
Thank you, buddy.
So I'm gonna build it on my Aegis Legend.
Dude, look at this. Is this just not like a beautiful looking beer? Oh, the Twisted Timmy's. What do we got? Some Alien NI80s. What's the ohm on that? I can clarify enough.
Should be a 0.1 to 0.12.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. I got some.
I'm hoping they lean a little bit more towards the 0.12.
Yeah, I mean you can always crank the wattage up in your Aegis anyway.
Yeah, I could.
I think this is right around 0.15, 0.16, so I'm going to guess off of this 21700, 3.7 volts. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to guess somewhere, I don't know. I want to say somewhere around 80 watts, but I could be wrong.
2 seconds.
2 seconds sounds great. I actually kind of want to look that up. I have that nice little, well, who knows? I know Apple did away with a lot of their apps and stuff like that, but I use this app called Coil Builder. And I know the equation, but this is just quicker doing it like this. So 0.15. So I guess according to this, I should be getting around 91 watts, which, I mean, it feels like it with this build. Okay, you got it. I know this is about to be he asked me if you'd like it. Oh, yeah, I did. I asked Jay. So Jay kind of had the inside. I'm glad he kept it from you. I said, hey, when I saw the pre-order, I was like, I want this. And then I was like, you know, Logan is a great guy. I want to send something to Logan. Sorry for the voice cracks. My throat's dry. I'm going through puberty.
You're just nervous
whatever.
talking about me.
I'm nervous. I am. I get all flustered and shit. You can see it.
No, man, this is a really nice surprise, and I really do appreciate it.
I was hoping. I think I sent it out. I must have sent it out Tuesday, I want to say, and that was like literally the next morning after I got it. Like I got them Monday. And I was like, all right, let me pull mine out. Let me rewrap this box. Might I point out that it was like the ugliest Scotch tape job. I didn't have like my nice, normal, clear duct tape. So I fucking Scotch taped the shit out of it. You know, where you have somebody hold the box and you just fucking go around it with Scotch tape. That's what happened there. And
did that girl, Mrs. Matt, help you?
That girl, Mrs. Matt, helped me. She held the box and I went around it. And I was like, damn, I really hope he gets this so we can do this on stream because it's going to be awesome.
All of this so we could do it on stream together.
I know. Here it comes. And you went and built yours.
You went and built yours without me. So now we're all just going to hang out while Logan boringly builds this.
How's everybody doing?
I was trying to get my other camera set up so I could have a view of me doing this down here.
Yeah, I mean, even the camera that I have...
I couldn't do it in time.
The build probably... I mean, just trying to do it probably wouldn't be that ideal. But, yeah, I don't really know. If you don't know what the dang RDA looks like, there's plenty of pictures online. I guess I can try and show. Looks like it's a 810 drip tip. We got matte black. I know it comes in matte black, stainless steel. I think it comes with, like, a weird Ultim, like, top cap section, I guess is what you'd call it.
That makes, I mean, if it's, you know, this is Twisted Messes, so that would make sense.
But I kind of showed this earlier. I kind of want to try and show again while Logan's building, just like the way the airflow is on this this airflow control ring, I guess is what you'd call it. Not really clarifying the best. Sorry for that, but drop that down. I want to pull this barrel off. So, as I'm going to get liquid all over this, but that's fine. So this barrel, as you can see, got like that kind of honeycomb style dual dual row of airfoil. It says dang right there. You're not gonna be able to see that because it's just matte black. So just dang on one side. I like it. It's clean. It's not like, I don't know. I like kind of like stamped like that. I don't like anything that sticks out too much as far as like company logos and stuff like that. And this barrel is locking. It locks on the deck. That's a dual O. That clarified real nice. So dual O-ring right there for your deck. Drop-in style connection. Clamps from the side with your Allen key tool, and it makes it really nice. I mean, I clip my leads, but just a little. And yeah. I think this airflow control has a setting. I want to say it has a setting for single coil, but I could be wrong. I feel like it must. Yeah, I don't know. We just got them. We're just opening them. I don't even know everything about them. If you want to know all about it, maybe somebody's done a video on YouTube already for it, but this thing looks great. Uh-oh, here we go. Apple and Android. They're having an Apple and Android war. I guess while Logan's doing that, I have a random e-liquid that I'm going to be trying with the dang RDA. I guess it's weird. It says waif right here, but then on the side it says pancake 3 milligram by King of Vapes. So I don't know if the name of this is supposed to be waif. It doesn't say waffle, like it says waif. But yeah, so it's going to be a strawberry blueberry pancake. So a little bit of fruit, and I'm very excited about this liquid. I ran down to my local vape shop, and I wanted to grab some coils because I really wanted to put this on a mech. Super excited about having this on the grip. I think it looks pretty clean.
Yeah, that looks dope.
Looks pretty clean. It sits a little tall because I have a 21-700, but I mean, with a grip, if you have an 18-650 or a 20-700, you know, you'll be able to thread this down more so it doesn't sit so high, so it looks a little more normal.
Get some pants on.
But yeah, I'm wicked excited. Oh dang, got them glowing nice and even, huh? Look at that. Are you gonna be using cotton bacon or firebolt? Oh my god, the cotton bacon prime.
Gotta get the prime.
Primed out of your mind, dude.
Don't use V1 or V2. Hang on, everybody. I gotta give a bunch of hugs out, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody that's here. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching. We're gonna do this little dang segment later on. We're still gonna do news and advocacy, and then hopefully at the end, depending on how we are with time, we'll do the the questions at the end if anybody has any questions they want to ask, and that sort of thing. Sorry if I've been talking loud. I just turned down my volume a little bit. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Jay, how you doing? James, how you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well. It looks like a James and Jay chat going on.
All right.
So
yeah, get some pants on.
I was just telling everybody.
There may or may not be people in my house without pants.
I was just telling everybody in chat that we're gonna do our news and advocacy later on. We'll do our questions at the end depending on how we are with time. But we're getting danged. Is that hashtag dang gang? Is that
Dang gang.
dang gang? Say it fast. It actually sounds like some gang name. Dang gang. You know. It's the prime difference. Go to wickedvape.com. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? He's got it. He's got the right scissors. Everybody. He's got the right ones.
Yeah, dude. Those are like legit some of the best scissors.
They're legitness, dude. Fiskars? That's where it's
Fiskars.
at. Fiskars. That's where it's at. How are you? I'm good. I'm here, and I'm right where I want to be.
You know, this was going to be like this really fun little segment
fun, dude.
where me and
fun.
Matt both build this RDA.
I'm just gonna like cover my whole screen with this. Instead of like my face, how about we just dang? It's kind of annoying that you
just slap it on there, man.
Stick it on the camera. Dang.
Put it on your mic.
Danged. Oh, should I do like something like that where I always keep my mic in frame and I just put like my dang sticker right here? Something like that. And then I just always keep it like right here. Dang. What do you guys think of that? What do you think of that, James? Jay and then James. What do you guys think of that? Dang right there. Should I just do that? It won't even stick well because the sticker's so huge. It's going to like go over areas. Like take it apart and put it up here. I always try and keep my mic out of frame. Like right here. Hello. Welcome to
I
In the
actually kind of like
Clouds
my
live
mic
stream.
in the frame. I don't know why.
I mean, whatever works.
Makes me feel more official.
official. So I got to keep mine like right here.
Right.
Yeah, like right here. That looks good, right? What do you guys think of that? Matt, I'm doing great. I have my first 2-day weekend since about March. Well, I can't say about March, but I can tell you. Actually, I work today. I work 6 to 4:30 today, but I'm on vacation next week. Woot woot! Shout out to vacation. I always take Thanksgiving week. Usually, me and my girlfriend go down to Jacksonville, Florida. But
you've already got yours all.
I'm ready to go.
Rated,
I'm
right?
Sachi rated. We're making vapors.
I am not yet.
Listen to
so
that.
I have what is your random e-liquid tasting this week?
So this is so the name is weird. Like right here it says waif, but then on the side it says
waffle.
pancake, and it's actually a waffle on the front. So I don't know. King of Vapes pancake 3 milligram, strawberry blueberry waffle, and I'm pretty hyped about it. I don't want to say I'm sick of fruits, but yeah, very matchy. I know, black and red. Everything with me is black and red.
I am going to try tailored iced tea e-liquids strawberry lemonade.
When I picked these out, I was like, you know what? I don't care what color Logan wants. If they don't have red, I'm going to black, and that's it. Do I need to get a red
tailored
drip tip?
iced tea?
I want to switch out drip tips real quick.
Oh boy.
Drip tips. If it'll fit, we'll see how compatible this 810 is. You guys are about to find out firsthand on the live stream. Oh, that fits nice. But tell me, how does it look? The Nolly Designs Pro Series drip tip. It's got that
Check
little.
that out.
It's not good for dripping, but like I said, we have a pop and paint situation going on here if you want. And honestly, all the little needle tips, they fit right in there, no problem. So as long as you're capable of putting it in there and not seeing how much you're dripping and drip, you're good. But like we said, the liquid well, juice well, whatever you want to call it, is very deep on this RDA, so like shouldn't even be a problem. But I myself think that looks.
Ooh, we have
really
vapors.
Nice. Got vapors? You got any crackle? I like, dude. You know whose coils give me like a crazy kind of snapping going on? Have you ever gotten AJ Holland coils?
No, but I want to.
Dude, those are some snappy, angry fucking coils. Just the tip. Ah, beautiful flavors. Yeah, we got some flavors going on. Hashtag dang gang. Dang, I think you should do it, bro. Dang gang.
I think my
I think I'm gonna do it right here.
Lighter than yours.
You think so, dude? This thing, like, I don't want to say flies off, but it. I mean, it's not a struggle to pull it off. It definitely just.
I just had to lube them up.
Oh yeah, that's what I did that too. I mean, does yours just come off just nice? Just
Oh, it does. It does now. Yeah.
Nice.
They just needed a
little lubrication.
Need a little liquid on there.
If there's one thing I love, it's being able to pull off, your airflow control ring, top cap section like that, and being able to do your pop and paint. Are we gonna do it? Is this where we do it? Are we ready?
Are you ready?
I got my airflow wide open. Are you gonna go wide open?
I'm going wide open.
Let's go wide open. All right, here we go, guys. Dang RDA.
Dang RDA.
Dang RDA.
Dang.
Dang.
Oh, it's smooth.
Yeah, wide open. That is a lot of airflow, but it is very smooth. Got some liquid on the sides here. Speaking of liquid, this liquid. Let's sit here and let's vape a little. Should I turn on the waiting music? Should we just
turn on the waiting music?
Let's turn on the waiting music. I'm gonna mute the mics actually this time. We're gonna sit here for a minute.
Good. I don't get a lot of lemonade, but it is very strawberry iced tea. It is very good. I do really enjoy this.
That's so weird that they can still hear us. So OBS is like bugged right
But
now.
that
But anyway,
95 watts.
was that James screwing with us? James, are you screwing with us? Was that legit?
These are 0.8. These came out at 0.8, Timmy. I might have cut those leads a little too short.
0.8? Holy
0.8.
shit.
Very good, though.
I wonder how the regulator versus the mech is affected.
So that dang wide open is...
Chap lip season. Sorry.
Is, it feels kind of like the Drop Dead. It feels kind of like the Drop Dead, but a little bit more open.
You need a dang RDA now. Yeah, you just might.
Feels like a Drop Dead, but a little bit more open, little airier, very smooth, very saturated, very warm vape I'm getting out of this.
I closed the top airflow.
Good flavor. Excellent flavor, though.
Just trying to get a feel. Yeah.
You said you closed the top down?
Yeah, I'm going to close the top down and give it a vape. This is 91 watts, roughly.
Yeah, that's a little bit more.
That's a tighter. I like that, though. Yeah, that's too much for me. Maybe half of the top row. I'll do that. See how half of the top row goes.
Yeah.
I'd never.
I like it wide open, I think.
So I guess to talk about the liquid that I got going on. Actually, I didn't really. Can we talk about yours? I don't know if I was muted or not. I want to hear it again anyway. Tell me about the liquid, what it is again, and how it tastes.
This is Tailored's iced tea e-liquid, strawberry lemonade, 3 milligram.
Okay.
I don't get a ton of lemonade. It's there at the tail end of the exhale. It's nice. It's a nice lemonade, but I wish there was a little bit more of it.
Okay.
It's very strawberry iced tea.
Oh, he was screwing with me. Oh, damn it. Damn you.
And it's a nice kind of somewhere in the middle of like a kind of candied strawberry, but not overly sweet. Mm-hmm. And the iced tea in it is nice. It doesn't taste like a natural like black tea or anything like that. It just kind of tastes like a brisk iced tea or like a Lipton's iced tea. You know what I mean? Like that kind of iced tea. But yeah, no, I enjoy it. I wish there was a little bit more lemonade to it.
I got half of that top closed off again.
But yeah, that's Tailored's.
Let's just say you can over drip, and I did over drip with that nice.
And there's the color. It's just a slight. It's got that kind of like slightly amberish, mostly clear.
I think wide open is for me, dude. Unless I just close off like 2, but I just had half of that first row closed off, and it was still like way too warm for my liking. As I wipe off all the excess.
No, wide open, 0.8, 95 watts.
That is nice. That is nice. Are we doing like a cloud production? Is that what we're doing? Weather system? Little weather system? My throat's gonna get dried out.
Now on that real long rip, I got a, gin, yeah. But not in like a bad way, if that makes sense. Like it's still a pleasant iced tea.
Yeah, like artificial. That's dry artificial kind of sounded bad, but
the whole thing is not overly sweet either. I'm not left with like that, like sticky lip kind of super sweetness.
Jesus,
but it's really pleasant and it's really nice. I just wish there was a little more lemonade to it. So if you like iced tea vapes, check it out. Tailored's.
It's like too dark.
I think it's really nice. And that dang, dude. That is nice. I think the deck alone is just that was so easy to build. I just dropped him in, twist, done.
That's not bad. That is not bad. That airflow is smooth, man.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Dang, dude. Once again. Dang.
Logan, what was the peanut butter e-liquid you guys talked about? PB Party?
Oh, PB Party?
Deep Cuts PB Party from Mr. Eric Vinyl and Vapor.
Mr.
Vinyl and Vapor. I don't know why I said it like
Vinyl and Vapor?
Vinyl and Vapor.
Yeah, Eric over there. Vinyl and Vapor, Deep Cuts line, the PB Party. I want to get some more of that.
Yeah, it does sound bad. It's really not. I really do enjoy it. I think it's a really nice. I just wish there was more lemonade.
What a big scam those iced teas where you drink an iced tea, you're like, damn, I'm thirsty, I want an iced tea, and then you had to buy another one because you're dry, you got that dry But yeah, that dang. Oh my god, that's nice. And
And if you like peach and strawberry, I've been loving this Savage Pinkman. 12 milligram, mouth along, all day.
that's good.
All day.
So I guess I'll talk a little bit about this pancake, this waffle. I'm getting, me personally, I'm getting like zero fruit out of it. I'm not tasting any strawberry
So
or
it's
blueberry.
heavy on the bakery.
It's heavy on the bakery, very strong pancakey. What the hell,
Have you ever
batter.
had Pancake Man?
It's like a batter mix, man. It tastes like batter, but I'm getting like maple syrup, however you want to say it. I'm getting
Or the Pancake House e-liquid?
pancake. I haven't, but I'm getting
Yeah,
I'm getting a syrup, a strong
had
syrup.
two of
It's
those.
sweet. It's not overly sugary. I wish the pancake aspect was actually stronger. I wish it was a little stronger. I'm getting a lot
Do you
of
get a lot of the
syrup.
maple?
Yeah, a lot of maple. The maple.
It's weird that they do this with waffle stuff and pancake stuff is when they add the maple when they're adding fruit as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
love
I've
this
had-
deck, dude.
I've had strawberry pancake house.
Does
and
anybody
their
else just love how this deck looks? Like your coils just sit right in. It was clarified.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just that nice flat surface. You can see it shining right now in the light. It's like, dude, that is just a nice deck. You can just tuck the tails right down in there, and it's just, look at that. Look how did you pull? Yeah.
I pulled
That
the
looks
cap
good.
off, the whole
Yeah, you
cap.
pulled the whole cap. Yeah, it looks great. You need vinyl. Yeah, you need some. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Thanks for pointing that out, Jay. I was gonna say, I've been meaning to get some more PB Party, but I was also gonna say I want to get Prohibition, the syntax. I want to try that. Just comparing
I'm
peanut butter
interested in
liquids.
trying that and the other one that Grim was vaping. I don't remember what it was called, but it was the root beer one.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
root beer one?
I don't know the name of it, but I remember.
Somebody
the
must
root
have
beer.
watched Grim's stream. If you remember what that Prohibition wasn't syntax.
Rhode Island tax, or maybe the Romney tax.
Romney tax.
The
That's a
Romney
good one.
tax. We'll talk about Romney a little later on. God.
You only
dang
get hit with the
Romney.
Romney tax if you don't go to church.
Yeah.
Fucking Mitt Romney.
I'm not gonna do a pairing. Do you have any kind of pairing going on with your milk stout?
No.
I literally don't have. I mean,
no, none of these are gonna pair with a milk stout.
I'll do a pairing.
And if I wasn't waiting to vape one of the few remaining bottles of Yig in existence with Nick Green, I would probably pair that with this.
I'm gonna pair this strawberry blue raz lemonade, the Rocket Blast, with the little New England IPA I have going on.
Speakeasy. Thank you, Jason. Speakeasy.
Oh, is that
That's
what it is?
the
Speakeasy?
root beer one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Speakeasy.
Yeah. So
I really want to try that one. Syntax. Everybody I gotta try this syntax soon. I'm gonna be ordering some soon. If everybody says that it's that good of a peanut butter, syntax is a peanut butter custard, right?
I'm just gonna say that's not good.
I think it's a peanut butter custard.
Not good.
I don't know. It's
Way
peanut butter
too
something.
sour. Way too sour, man. All right, so
Yeah. Set up a vape easy.
a vape easy. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's yeah.
Prohibition 2.0, man. 3.0.
Yeah.
Prohibition 4.0, I guess, that we're on right now.
I'm in love with this drip tip. Makes me feel like I'm using like a mouth to lung setup, just like a. Nothing mouth lung about purging, of course,
There's
but
nothing mouth to lung about that entire setup.
just a tip, just a tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. So I guess I'm kind of done talking about the dang at the moment. I think it's great, absolutely awesome. Hello, little one.
I try to keep them out of the streams when I can.
So, I guess news and advocacy. Do we get into some?
Yeah,
news
let's
and
do it.
advocacy?
Let's do it. And
Alright.
I think it is a peanut butter custard. Yeah.
So the first article I have is it's the article on NBC News, the Canadian teen, the vaping illness, popcorn lung, is right there in the title. I'm gonna drop the link here. You guys can kind of follow
These people
through,
are
read it.
so desperate
Oh yeah,
to find one person, burp life, who's gotten popcorn lung from vaping. They are
Yeah.
so desperate. But here's Here's the problem. Tobacco cigarettes contain over 700 times the amount of diacetyl that was ever in any e-liquid ever. And no smoker has ever gotten popcorn lung.
It's just great. It's just great, dude. It is, dude. It's great. Dang.
No one.
Dang.
So to think that anybody will, even if you were vaping on a popcorn liquid using diacetyl or a buttery flavor liquid that uses diacetyl, you're not going to get popcorn lung.
So I guess we'll do that thing where I read the article, read through some of it.
Read the article.
This is by Erica Edwards, November 21st. So that was, a couple days ago now. So I'm just going to read through this article. We'll chat about it. We'll hear what you guys have to say in chat. So a Canadian teen developed a dangerous vaping illness that doesn't look like lung illnesses seen in patients across the U.S. Instead, it resembles the kind of lung damage workers at a microwave popcorn factory developed years ago from breathing in buttery flavoring. I just want to adjust that real quick. Doctors said previously healthy 17-year-old had been vaping heavily for months and was using several products he purchased through online through a Canadian retailer before falling ill this past spring. The products came with different flavors, green apple, Dew Mountain, and cotton candy. The boy's family said that he had been inhaling deeply when vaping and had regularly added THC, the main marijuana ingredient that gives users a high, to his devices. So right there, right off the rip, nobody else has nothing to say. You don't even have to read the rest of the article. The boy's family said that he'd regularly been adding THC.
Okay, I'm gonna cue everybody in here right now. THC in itself is not causing lung illness. And it sounds like there's some already confusion and misinformation going on in this article that this boy has been adding some THC distillate to a legal nicotine product, which I highly doubt. It sounds like this boy may be also using a legal nicotine e-liquid that he purchased or got in Canada, but he's also buying THC cartridges from
where?
Who knows where.
So I'm going to go on. This article is not too long. In quotes, our patient and his family want the public to be aware that what happened to him could happen to anyone, said Dr. Karen Bosma, lead author of the report and a critical care physician at the London Health Science Centre in Ontario, Canada. She is also an associate scientist at Lawson Health Research Institute. The young man was admitted to the hospital a week after developing a cough that he couldn't shake, along with a fever and trouble breathing. His lung function quickly deteriorated and ended up being on life support temporarily.
Was he vaping heavily like this?
Deep inhales is what the family members said. He narrowly avoided the need for a double lung transplant, doctors said, but appears to be left with chronic lung damage. Bosma told NBC News that a CT scan of the young man's lungs showed injury to his airways, and he had difficulty exhaling carbon dioxide.
Yes, James, sorry, really quick. Yes, James, there are people who are allergic to THC, such as yourself, or more specifically, I don't necessarily know, or I highly doubt that you or even your doctors may not know whether or not you are allergic to THC specifically, or if you are allergic to some other part of the cannabis plant. But yes, there are people with cannabis allergies.
This next little, I don't even want to call it a paragraph, it's literally one sentence, is kind of a key point, I think. Despite similarities in symptoms, the young man's lung illnesses appear to be slightly different from the more than 2,000 cases in the U.S., which it could be something like Logan's talking about here. I'm not too sure. Many patients in the U.S. have damage in the tiny air sacs responsible for passing oxygen and carbon dioxide in and out of the lungs. Doctors in Canada, in the Canadian case, were unable to find that kind of damage. Instead, they saw a different kind of damage that looks like what's commonly known as popcorn lung.
The only other thing that could be going on, because again, it's not popcorn lung. There's physically no way that any e-liquid, no matter how much you're vaping it, not, I don't know if there are even any that still use diacetyl as a buttering flavoring, but even still, when diacetyl was being used heavily, people were cloud chasing with it. Like it's not going to happen. Something that might be happening, considering they say that he was adding THC. This boy may have been making homemade THC oil or hash oil, which is extremely easy to do at home. Go ahead, go on YouTube. But please don't add it to your e-liquid. And that might be something that he was attempting to do.
So the article goes on to explain the whole diacetyl and inhaling it. It goes on to say, it is unclear if the same chemical was found in the Canadian boy's e-liquids. The products he vaped were thrown away. So...
Oh, convenient.
Yeah, so, his parents said that he was adding THC regularly. He was inhaling deeply when he vaped, and of course everything was thrown away, so we don't know what was in his e-liquids wherever he was getting them. I doubt a concerned family member would throw away the e-liquids, if they're trying to learn what's in them and what's caused this damage. But I think I can come out and openly say that this kid's lungs didn't get damaged from regular nicotine e-liquid.
No.
So
no, I mean,
whatever the mixing that's going on, or whatever he's actually vaping
is
what's
Canada?
that? Yeah, Canada.
Where was this boy?
Yeah, from Canada.
So e-liquid standards are essentially global at this point. I mean, e-liquid manufacturers from wherever ship worldwide, and no e-liquid manufacturer. I mean, I guess I can't necessarily say that for e-liquids from outside of the U.S., but if it was a U.S.-based manufactured e-liquid, it's all PGVG nicotine and flavoring. Nicotine sometimes.
This is great. Can we do one quick thing as like a comparison? Can you close off the bottom two holes from the left side? The bottom two from the left side, and just tell me what kind of experience you get out of that. We're doing news and advocacy, but this is dang RDA. This is a dang. What do you think of that? Little restrictive, not really, but I mean, it's definitely obviously not as tight as blocking off a whole row. I think like bottom two, bottom three. Let's try bottom three.
Bottom three. Okay.
Bottom three might be where it's at for me. Maybe just bottom two, but that's warm. That's nice. I like that.
I like it wide.
You like it wide? Yeah, I mean, even the setup that I got going right now, even wide is a very warm. It's warm. I'd say it's saturated.
I like it
for
wide.
Sure.
I like it wide.
You like it wide?
I would assume the EU, the UK, Canada, and America all basically have the same standards. They've all learned from each other. You know what I mean? Like these are all these companies have just learned from each other, and there's just a base standard for e-liquid that I think the industry just adopted, and they don't use anything else. We don't use anything else. And when it came to diacetyl, this industry self-regulated it out. They saw panic. Well, we knew it wasn't a problem. Saw panic, self-regulated it out. This boy does not have popcorn lung caused from diacetyl.
And the thing that really just like
irrational.
The thing that makes me crazy is like you see these articles from time to time. I mean, for whatever, if you want to say more frequently, less frequently. You have concerned parents that are trying to get out a message like this, or whatever the situation is. Then you have news channels that are butchering articles and whatnot. But it's like every time it's always, oh no, he was only vaping nicotine, or you have a situation like this where no, everything was thrown away. Now listen, if your kid went into the hospital on life support, you're telling me somebody threw him away? Well, if the kid can talk, find out where the hell he threw it away and get that shit evaluated, or try and get him to actually tell you what he was vaping. He's likely going to lie. We know people are, saying that they're getting extensive lung damage just from regular, retailer bought, nicotine e-liquid. And we know that there are people that are definitely lying. But if this kid threw this stuff away, you got concerned parents, this kid was on life support. Why is stuff getting thrown away? Or if it's him, I mean, but it's just like you see in these articles, frequently, more frequently, and there's always some catch to it. Oh, it was thrown away. Or no, he said he was only vaping nicotine, so that must be what's causing it. And it's a big sham. It's a big fucking joke. You know what I mean? If it was so common, think of all the people that vape, regular nicotine e-liquid every day. vape it heavy every day. There's what, millions of us. Every people be getting sick left and right.
Literally
All these articles that come out that are
millions.
trying to point their fingers at nicotine e-liquid, it's just bogus. It's 100% bogus, and sad to say that this kid got injured of or whatever, the lung illness, being on life support, coming near of a double lung transplant. No, I don't wish harm on anybody, but I wish true facts getting out there. Not like, yeah, we want to get this out there, but we don't actually know what he was vaping, so you better just, not use nicotine e-liquid. Like, that's, to me, that's pretty much what this article is saying.
It's essentially like saying, like, this is what the CDC is doing. They're conflating things. They're telling people e-cigarettes or vaping devices. And it's like, who said it recently? Daniel Jones on Twitter recently said something along the lines of, telling people during this outbreak that you should stop vaping completely is like saying when there is an E. coli outbreak in spinach that we should stop eating completely.
Yeah.
It's not that you're vaping or that you're eating. It is what you're vaping or what you're eating. You are using regulated, commercial, FDA regulated, or in Canada, I don't know what their equivalent of the FDA is off the top of my head, regulated e-liquid produced in ISO certified laboratories, registered with, in America, the Food and Drug Administration. You're not going to get these problems. These liquids are used by millions of people heavily every day.
And can we also point out here, which I've totally...
And every single time there's some form of like THC or adulterated substance being added, like whether, and that's the thing I'm getting really frustrated with people online, because we are throwing the cannabis industry under the bus, and it's not okay.
I want to point out the biggest thing that I totally let slip my mind just discussing all of this. I just want to remind everybody, if you're looking at the article and whatnot, we're talking about a 17-year-old. So can we just put that right into perspective? Illegal already. So shouldn't even be using these products, shouldn't even be purchasing them. However you got them is already illegal. So, somebody using an age-restricted product, who knows what, now even to think about it even more, who knows what this kid got? Who knows where this kid got this from?
Remind
or
people
what this actually is.
That people have been using THC and cannabis recreationally for thousands of years. Let me repeat that. Thousands of years. There is not one documented case of cannabis related, like cannabis caused death. There's no, THC in itself is not going to do these things. Oils, other adulterated substances being added to this. But we need to stop throwing the cannabis industry under the bus. The cannabis industry has been working for over 80 years to re-legitimize themselves. And we are so quick to blast that industry to save our own. Another harm reduction industry. That's what THC vaping is for cannabis users who want to reduce their harm by no longer using combustible cannabis. We are a harm reduction industry willing to throw another harm reduction industry under the bus because we're experiencing some issues. The cannabis industry has been dealing with prohibition for over 80 years in this country. They've been doing this a lot longer than us. We have a lot that we can learn from them. We have a lot that we can appreciate from them. And we have a lot to respect that industry for. And
I like what Gian said in the chat. Once again, I just want to welcome everybody. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm seeing some new faces. I don't think I've seen Gian here before, so shout out to you. Thank you for being so active in the chat. Gian basically said, these articles, it's just, I'm kind of adding my own 2 cents. It's all about the headlines. headlines and what they're saying, vaping this, vaping that, and it's like, no, they don't list what e-liquid. We're not seeing what kind of device this kid was using. We don't know. We don't know all the aspects of that. What are we talking about for wattage? What are we talking about for ohms? What are we, everything. We need all the details. We need what e-liquid was he using? I mean, there's a lot that goes into play.
And here's the thing too. If it's all these, you have to remember too that these THC cartridges that are causing problems are illicit, adulterated, homebrew cartridges. There is no brand name to follow.
I mean, was this kid using something? And
I mean, possibly you could look at honeycut. You could look at these vitamin E acetate cutting agents that are being sold. Absolutely, you could look at that. I mean, we know vitamin E acetate has been used in a number of things. We know there are some issues involving pesticides and things like that, and improper distillates being created. Again, not in a regulatory system where a state is overseeing what's going on. So these things that are being done at home is the issue, and it all comes back again to prohibition. That's the bottom line.
And the thing I hate the most, or not the most, but in these articles, like, nobody ever points out when they're writing these articles, like, we are talking about an underage user and so forth. Like, that just never even gets pointed out. Just like a healthy track star, brutally ill, can't even walk upstairs. Like, this is the kind of shit that we hear now, and it's just like, we're talking about an underage user.
And they treat it like somebody else forced them to vape this thing.
Yeah, like, this kid went out.
Like, no, your all-star would do no harm child voluntarily went out and bought this product.
And the fact that it's not somebody of age even shows me more that, like, clearly however he got this and whatever it was, now it even points more fingers to a black market, to illegal, illicit products, because he's underage and everybody has somebody that can buy them something. But okay, let's talk about how it was thrown away. You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of articles, these kind of articles come out from time to time, and they're just bogus. You read them and you're like, okay, well, we're not sure what was in his e-liquids, because guess what? They threw it away, and he commonly added THC in big, deep breaths, and, he was a healthy 17-year-old, and it's just wrong, just going on and going on. And then, of course, anything that's got diacetyl or popcorn lung, let's grab a fucking title real quick. Fucking popcorn lung. Yeah, this kid's showing signs of popcorn lung. And
popcorn lung seems to come around in spurts, usually every, 9 months or so.
Yeah.
We see some more. It's like popcorn lung, and then everybody's like, no, debunk.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we'll quiet down. Yeah. Has it been 9 months yet? No. Put a popcorn lung on it. It's like a fashion trend.
It's not like Canada was like immune. Like, yeah, there's a lot going on in the U.S. sure, but it's not like Canada was immune. Like, of course we're gonna start seeing this. We're gonna probably start seeing this everywhere. You know what I mean? The U.S. is whatever, a big discussion, like U.S. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. Like, of course that stuff's gonna start happening in Canada, and depending on how the industry goes from here, like 6 months from now, we could be seeing.
Here's the thing. It's much easier to have these things come from the U.S. and go into Canada than it is to have these things come from the U.S. and hit the U.K.
Yeah.
The U.K. has still been unaffected.
As of now, and let's definitely hope for the best on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say that they won't ever be affected, but, hopefully these other countries learn from what we've dealt with here in the U.S. I believe the official death toll so far from these illicit THC cartridges is 47 people.
Yeah.
And that is a shame. That's a shame.
Camera.
My heart goes out to those families, those people, especially the people that were using these cartridges as a means of either A, harm reduction, or B, some form of pain management or whatever other need they had for cannabis.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't be throwing that entire industry under the bus. And I would really appreciate it if people would stop doing that, because, again, that is an industry that has struggled harder than we will ever know.
And I was kind of reading what Gian was saying here, and there's plenty of other things that you and I talk about on this show all the time that are just never pointed out. We don't talk about underage drinking, underage smoking, and other harmful things and what they caused. I think practically every show we talk about how the teen suicide rates are through the roof. I mean, I saw in the news the other day some girl that's going to trial because she told her boyfriend to kill herself, and the defense attorney pointed out, like, listen, like teen suicide is through the roof. Let's talk about teen underage, binge drinking. It's like every time something comes up to play in the news, it kind of sits for a while, and vaping is the big thing right now. But if a high school group of 4, if they wrap their car around a tree and everybody dies, like, you'll hear about, teen drinking for a while. It's just vaping is just, it's in the news. It's blown up, and like anything that has. Sorry, go ahead.
More teens still currently use cannabis products than they do nicotine vapor products. More teens currently use alcohol than they do nicotine vapor products. More teens, yes, are extremely unfortunately committing suicide at higher rates than they are using nicotine. But like, these are actual real problems, and we are right now currently ignoring actual problems. We are you know what I mean? Like, vaping right now is getting bigger headlines than the overdose crisis that we're currently experiencing here in the States.
Shout out to Matt McIntosh in the chat. Hello.
That's a real shame. We're losing well over 100 people a day to overdoses, and that's more than just opioids, to just drug overdoses in general, including methamphetamine, including cocaine, including opiates and heroin, and it's an extremely big problem.
Yeah, I agree.
We're losing over 100 people a day to that, and it's not making the headlines. Vaping is.
Yeah.
Vaping.
Shelly, if I'm saying your name right. Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing too. And I mean, that's kind of died off from seeing that in the news so much. But like, yeah, that was, you used to see those crazy car crash like commercials telling people not to like text and drive, and you'd see a guy go through a windshield and land on the ground and stuff, and then it pans to somebody else in the passenger seat that's just like obliterated. Yeah. So I guess dang, that's what I was gonna say. I wanted to take a dang break, but you were going so hard, going so deep, and we needed a little dang break. Look at that
dang break,
dude. They just look so good. So if you're just getting here, Matt, this is a dang RDA stream. We set up our dangs. Logan set his up right on camera. I set up mine before the show.
Got a little liquid on the side. That's one thing about matte black stuff.
Oh, it just shows.
Liquid shows,
man. Yeah, I know. I've had this rag here the whole time, like wiping it down. I like that matte finish. I really do.
That was a nice RDA, Matt. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hope you continue to enjoy it. I don't know if that's.
I will.
I don't know if that's a good liquid in there, but I hope you find a nice liquid and a nice set of coils that really give you some flavor.
I really do like it. I just wish there was a little bit more lemonade to it. But I do like it.
I like this pancake, waffle, whatever it is. It's pretty good. It switches it up.
See, the thing with stuff like that is it gets. I end up with desensitized to it. I end up with vapor's tongue very quickly with like bakeries and like.
That's how I got with all these fruits, man. That's why I wanted to get that, because I've been so vapor tongue with like. I was vaping this and I'm like, damn, I don't even taste lemonade, and then I have to jump. I jumped to that mustache milk. Absolutely horrible. I actually set it up in something else, and I don't even have a battery in it right now, but I put it on that Rebirth RTA, and it was still absolutely horrible. I couldn't stand it.
That's a shame. Yeah, no, I'm glad I do like this. I'm glad because it's a 100 ml bottle. Otherwise somebody would be getting it. But I'm gonna keep this. I do also need an RDA for vaping.
And that's another one.
That's one that I
can't jump on it. I jumped on this, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get that in the future. But I mean, I got the Apocalypse with the grip, and now I have the dang, so I'm good for a little while.
Yeah, you just got a lot of new goodies. And I do appreciate it, man. I mean, shit. Between you and Shane, Saddle Horse, man, I don't even need to buy vape gear. Oh, my friends just send me shit. I appreciate it more than you guys know. So
if you're here and you're enjoying this stream, please click that like, smash the dislike, whatever, And if you're here on the replay, thanks for checking it out. I don't really know how many people watch the replays or anything like that. But yeah, so I guess we can jump into, I guess the meeting. Should we just talk about the meeting? We can kind of whatever, brush off the American Heart Association. Everyone's been doing videos on that anyway. The meeting was the big deal this week.
So
And I guess you can speak more on this than me because, like I said, I only watched.
I did.
Like
I
5
watched the whole
minutes.
thing. Big shout outs first and foremost to Greg Connolly. Shout outs to Tony Aboud. Shout out to whoever was there from Enjoy. And I'm missing somebody. Go Paul Blair. Paul Blair from American
That
Tax.
Twitter handle at
Americans
Go
for Tax
Paul
Reform.
Blair. Check
Yep.
him out if you haven't already.
Yeah, so shout out to those folks who are there defending not only the rights of vapors to utilize flavored e-liquid, but to keep the industry around. More importantly, still, I know, I don't want to discount anybody, but for smokers to make the switch, that's still needs to be the focus here. A lot of people here in our community and vapors all over. If you're a hobbyist vapor that's been doing this for a long time, you're going to be okay. Right? You're going to be okay. We all have a system of friends. A lot of us DIY. A lot of us know people how to DIY. A lot of us will be okay. This is for the vapors who aren't like us, and especially for the 36 million people.
Fucking Jay.
36 million smokers that we still have in the U.S. Yes, smoking rates are at an all-time low in U.S. Since 1920 something,
which nobody cares about
in adults and youths, both all-time low. That still leaves we still have 36 million adult smokers in this country that we still need to help, and they did an excellent job defending everyone's rights to access to harm reduction products, and especially flavored nicotine e-liquid.
And the section that I watched, Greg Connolly, just absolute great job. I watched
Greg is fearless.
Yeah, he really is, and I love it. Like, he looked over at Donald Trump and he's talking. I would have been, God, if I was ever there, which I never would be, I'd just be shivering. Too many people probably. Mr. Trump, if you could consider.
Greg's been doing this for a long time now.
Greg is an absolute great guy.
And
I loved all the points that he came out with and some of the compromises that he spoke about at the end. Even like, kind of like negative stuff that, this industry would be willing to compromise. He's like, we want these products anywhere that you can get, cigarettes, but if they have to come out of C-stores. And, I love the way he worded everything and discussed everything, and just, it really, comparing us to, what's her name? Berkman? Is it Kelly? Karen? Who cares? Whatever. That lady at the other end of the table, she's like, your instincts were right with the whole flavor ban. And it just shows how...
Pave?
Yeah, Pave. I think Pave. And it just shows how much this industry is willing to compromise versus, all the prohibitionists on the other side of the table.
Yeah. Good old Matt Myers was there from Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, which I don't know why Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids has any right to be anywhere around this conversation is beyond me.
Him and Romney shouldn't even have been at that table.
Romney especially should not have been at that table. But a few key takeaways. Tobacco 21 is going to happen whether we like it or not, and I still stand fairly opposed to Tobacco 21. And I'll tell people I tweeted this out the other day.
I saw some uproar in that.
I'll support T21 with a few exceptions. One, everything becomes 21. This garbage that you're half of an adult at 18, you can be legally charged, you can go to war, you can vote for this country, you can go and gamble, you can do all these things at 18, but we're still going to limit what you can choose to put into your own body, and we're limiting how much of an adult you really are while still being able to charge you fully as an adult. That idea is garbage. And I've felt this forever. Like, just make it an age. Just pick an age. We got to stop this. Pick an age. Decide when we're an adult. Make that an age. Now you're an adult. Now you have access to all adult things. That's my first exception. My second exception is a grandfather clause for current 18 to 20-year-olds. Here's why. One, why, like, these people still deserve harm reduction. If you have somebody who's been smoking since they were 11, 12 years old, and they're now 20, and we're going to deny them 8 or 9 years into a heavy
tobacco cigarette addiction, and we're going to deny them harm reduction, that's wrong. Grandfather those people in. The second reason we should grandfather those people in is because now, when 18, it's in on the desk, babe. Now, when 18 to 20-year-olds lose access to these things, where are they going to go? They're either going to have their friends buy them, like all of us did when we were young and we got cigarettes, how most of them probably did before. Now they've been able to do it legally, and they're going to have to go back to doing that. Or they're going to go to the black market, which we have already seen can be extremely dangerous. So we're willing to put 18, 19, and 20-year-olds in even greater harm because we want to raise the age. Mind you, it's not going to do anything. It's a feel-good policy. We used to drink 30 packs of beer when we were 15. Legal drinking age was 21. We partied every other weekend. Never had an issue getting beer. Everybody's got an older brother. Like this it's a feel-good policy. It's not backed by anything other than this idea that it will limit 18-year-olds' access to getting these products and then reselling them in high school. That's the only thing that is. And sure, I'm sure it will. I'm sure that it will slow that down, but it's not going to cut it out. The 18-year-old who was initially the initial buyer now simply becomes the middleman and now simply has to charge more to the youth.
And I saw the discussion that you had on Twitter when you tweeted this. And listen, nobody wants to compromise. No, of course, we all want it one way, and we don't want to compromise. And I don't know his actual name, but I think his Twitter handle is OhmLifeBuck.
Oh, he's in our Discord, Buck. Yeah.
And I saw you guys. I don't want to say going back and forth, but I saw you guys discussing this. I'd say it was just a a friendly discussion.
Yeah.
And it's just no. Of course, nobody wants to compromise. But at the same time, with the points that you're saying, I mean, I would support it too, with some kind of a clause and that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Here's the issue that I have: this idea that we need to compromise to save human lives when we are fully capable of doing so.
Ridiculous, of course.
Is fucking absurd.
Yeah.
And people need to remember that when we compromise with lawmakers on issues like this, it's a slippery slope. Because we're going to have to compromise today. We're going to have to sacrifice something. 5 years from now, we're going to have to make another compromise, and we're going to have to sacrifice something. 5 years from then, we're going to have to compromise and sacrifice something. Like, this is going to be an ongoing thing. We need to put our feet down right now. Or 15 years from now, we're going to still lose it all. Like, that's what happens. That is what has happened. If you look at the science behind outdoor smoking bans, there is none. But there are bans everywhere. The same thing is going to happen with vaping. It's not backed by scientific evidence. It's backed by some moral, obscure reason that we have to protect the kids from something 95% safer than smoking. Like this whole idea is garbage.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand that we have to compromise. And yes, I agree. Saving a majority of lives is better than saving none. Yes, I agree with that entirely. The reasoning behind why we have to do it, though, is garbage. And that this compromise is a slippery slope.
They're going to take, and they're going to take, and we're going to lean, and it's going to, you know what I mean? Like, we know how it goes.
You know, and I'm not trying to offend anybody out there on Twitter. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree. We can have a conversation, or you can block me. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I still have my beliefs that I'm going to stick by, and that we should be saving as many lives as possible. And that these compromises mean that we are willing to sacrifice people. And everybody should remember that the lesser of two evils is still evil. That's the bottom line.
Yep.
I understand that it has to be done. I get that. It doesn't mean I agree with it, and it doesn't make it right.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And like Gian just said in the chat too, Greg did mention the PMTA process, which thank you, Greg, for pointing that out, how expensive that is and how crippling that is going to be to small businesses across the nation.
And to go back just to the overall meeting, a couple of key takeaways from my impression from Trump. He fully understands the dangers of prohibition in the black market. He brought it up numerous times, said he can't get away from the thought of it. That's a really good sign. He understands the dangers of prohibition. He even brought up alcohol. He knows the dangers. That's a very good sign. Brought up a lot of talk about jobs. A lot of talk about jobs. Trying to find solutions other than just a blanket flavor ban. He was actively trying to come up with solutions during the meeting. Offering like, hey, what if we did this? Hey, what if we left it up to the states?
And I'm
what if we did that?
sure,
Like,
you know, in
there's a lot
his
of back and
head,
forth.
I think he was also thinking politically as well.
Greg Connolly did a majorly good job. He made a point that everybody in this room, all these antis, these health organizations and all that, everybody there had 160 million reasons to be for flavor bans because of Bloomberg. 160 million reasons. $160 million that Bloomberg just put into that campaign.
That 160.
He reminded President that Bloomberg is no friend of his.
I like that. When he pointed
That
that
was
out,
a
I
good
was
point.
like,
Very good
"Ooh."
point. Good
Saw
job,
that
Greg.
on a live stream. I was like, damn.
Good job, Greg. But
saw a knife right there.
he knows the dangers of prohibition. He's actively trying to find solutions other than a blanket flavor ban. And Alex Azar made a weird point. Alex Azar went like full Gottlieb for like 1 minute because he was asking about cartridges. He was asking, can vape shops survive if they were to lose flavored cartridges? And I think Tony Abood, because I think that was who was answering this question, didn't hear Alex correctly in his response. Tony Abood made a great response, but I don't think he understood or didn't hear Alex's question correctly. Do I think vape shops would survive if we lost flavored cartridges? Yeah. I think vape shops would do just fine. I think yes, they would lose some of their business, but I think the majority of e-liquid sales in a vape shop are 100 mils, 60 mils, 30 mil bottles, open tank, open system vaping,
Open system.
e-liquid
I was
products.
going to say open system. Yeah.
And that was a point that Alex Azar did bring to the conversation. And that is like, that's a Scott Gottlieb talking point that he's been bringing up on Twitter now and again. And thank goodness, I'm going to let people in on a secret. The only real reason that I made a Ryzen Vape podcast, like Twitter,
Inside
was so I could see Scott Gottlieb's tweets again because he blocked me.
But like
yeah,
this, I think overall this meeting brought like a lot. You know, a lot of points
Jim
got
McDonald
made.
said it the best. Jim McDonald said the best. He said, "Small vape, small vape."
And I linked that article. It's in the chat.
Went to the White
House. Check that out.
Small vape.
Not
went
big
to the
vape.
White
Not
House.
like I hate that word.
Although big vape went to and big vape to me is anything that's just big tobacco wrapped up in an e-cigarette, like RJ Reynolds, Juul. That's big vape to me.
Yeah.
Like there really is no real big vape. Like big vape in essentiality is just 10,000 small shops, thousands of small American manufacturing e-liquid companies. That's big vape. But if you want to talk about, Juul was there. And they kept asking, President Trump even asked, like, so are you surviving without flavors? Why did you ban flavors? Like, whoa, what's going on here?
Oh,
and Greg Connolly was like, well, they're playing the long game. They're going to pull all their flavors, file their PMTAs, do all of that, wait till everybody else is gone, and then recapture 90% of the market. And Trump said, oh, that's what Rockefeller did. The oil industry. He knows exactly the game plan that Juul is pulling. He's seen it done.
I'm so glad that there was a meeting. I'm so glad that Trump was listening. And I think Gian said earlier that his body language, he didn't look like he had any interest in the antis at all. And I like how Trump, was listening. He was thinking, and like you were saying, he was coming up like, well, what can we do? And he was, I think that whole meeting was great. I think people.
Go ahead. I just want to point out to Gian really quick. Yeah, I agree in some way that the IQOS and Philip Morris and whatever, we can hate big tobacco, but heat not burn technology, the IQOS, albeit not as reduced harm as vaping is still a reduced harm product and is still a harm reduction product.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not,
bottom
bottom
line,
it is better for you than smoking combustible tobacco.
Yeah. So I think
I'm not defending Philip Morris. I'm just defending the technology as a whole.
I think that meeting was good. I think it went really well. I think I'm already seeing people spam around like what Jerome Adams said, and I think a couple other people what they tweeted.
Jerome
and just showing
kind of changed
did a little side shift, huh?
a little bit, but not really. Like it was a little bit better of a tweet, and I think that literally just comes down to he was probably told so.
Yeah,
he was probably told. You know, Trump probably said, "Hey, you know, we gotta start sounding a little bit more."
It looks like we are right around that. Looks like an hour and almost 20 minutes now. So I guess we'll start to wrap this up here. I'm gonna sit here and vape this dang. If anybody has any questions in the chat for Logan or myself, you want our opinions on something that we didn't say. The meeting was the big thing this week. Setting up the dang was the big thing this week.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gian, that is it's really disappointing with Andrew Yang. You know, make America think harder. Not seeing that out of you, Yang.
Yeah, Yang. A lot of people are let down by Mr. Andrew Yang.
Yeah, you know, he's somebody that's supposed to be embracing innovation, embracing technology to solve problems, making America think harder. Yet
wonder if there's a pocket in Bloom. You know, he might have a hand
somewhere,
in
man. I can guarantee you there is. I can guarantee you there's a contributor and an investor in his campaign that gave him some talking points, because it's literally just Matt Myers' talking points that he's using.
I'm so glad that Greg brought that up. What you just said right there, Jay. I'm so glad that Greg brought that up. And you know, he said, you know, Bloomberg is no friend to you, and then, you know, went on to say all of that. So
yeah,
how much was the RDA?
Big shout out to Enjoy. Big shout out to Enjoy. People in this industry do not appreciate Enjoy enough.
Yeah.
We still have vaping today because of Enjoy in 2009. And they are still defending flavors, and they're still defending this technology to this day. And they were in the White House defending flavors, defending this technology, and defending smokers' rights to switch. Get out there and show Enjoy some love, because they won that lawsuit in 2009. They're the reason we didn't become a medical device. They're the reason it wasn't banned back then. Enjoy won that lawsuit against the FDA in 2009. And they're still here today fighting beside us.
So Jay said, how much was the RDA, and was it worth it? Well, I can tell you they're $65 a piece. I can't tell you if it's worth it yet or not. I mean, my signs point north to hell fucking yeah, and dang.
For the price point that I paid, absolutely.
Absolutely. But no, I mean, $65, and was it worth it? As of right now, yeah. I'm getting everything I want out of an RDA right now from this.
This is phenomenal.
The wicking channels, I guess is what you'd call them. They're pretty deep. I mean, I easily over dripped. You can kind of see, well, not really, but the deck, it's a flat spot right there, and then your airflow. So it's kind of like I over dripped.
It's almost
like
a postless deck, the way they drop down in,
and then
clamps that come in from the side against two blocks. And if you look underneath, there's two screws. There's two negative screws on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
If you were to unscrew it and look, there are two negative. It's really cool the way that they designed it.
As you can see where it's shining, like it's flat right there. So I say if you're gonna do a pop and paint like this, drip it on the sides where your wick tails are. I dripped a shit ton in the middle, and it just came right out the airflow because it's flat right there. You can see where the airflow meets that flat spot on the deck. So my personal opinion is, if you're gonna drip, like over drip, if you tend to over drip, I tend to over drip. Fucking pop the top and just drip it on the sides. That's what I'm gonna say. That's for me at least, and I'll point that out because, you know, everything is subjective. But see if anybody is it a squonk RDA? I'm pretty sure it does come with a squonk pin. It does come with a
squonk pin.
So yeah, it can be a squonk. If you love squonking, slap it on your squonk.
I think it would just be something you would kind of want to make sure you keep an eye on with squonking, because again, like Matt said, if you squonk too high, it's going to hit the top of those platforms there on the edge and roll right out.
And you can't see it because this camera is not good enough, but the squonk pin is directly between those two coils right in the center. So if you over squonk like a motherfucker, it's just going to float over on that flat portion of the deck and come right out the airflow.
Like a motherfucker is going to leak, but you know, it's not like a rabbit where you have very high airflow angled out where you can really like submerge your coils.
But this is great.
Is going to be something.
The airflow control, you know, able to cut off the top or the other bottom portion of the airflow. It's smooth, man. Like, it is smooth.
Yeah. If you're somebody that's used to using an RDA that you squonk just to kind of resaturate your wicks, then yeah, you'll find that this is a great
Let me
RDA
say it
for
like
that, because
this.
you'll be able to completely saturate your wicks, and then
If you have anything like a Dead Goat, a Recurve Dual, maybe even like a Turk V2 or anything like that, I'd say yeah, you definitely need this. You need this in your life, or give it a try. If it's out of your price point, then then no. But I mean,
does
like
your top cap get warm?
I haven't been chain vaping like crazy. This room is already kind of cloudy.
Sitting here, chain vaping. Top cap does get warm.
Yeah, I noticed that on the Turk V2 like crazy. Not so much on the Dead Goat. I can chain vape like crazy, and I don't really notice that. But
Dead Goat, I can chain vape all day.
But the Turk V2 and
This gets warm.
it gets warm.
This gets warm.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, if nobody else has any other
that's
questions,
not really a big downside to me.
No.
Like,
no, I mean 90 watts is plenty. I'm not gonna.
and I'm interested too I'm gonna hit up Saddle Horse Blues. I'm gonna hit up Shane.
Get some saddle
and
horse coils in that.
I'm gonna have him build me like a real big 4mm or 4.5, and I'm gonna throw a big fat single coil in this thing, and I'm gonna vape it like
There you
that.
go.
I'm gonna see how that goes, and I'll report back.
Yeah, these coils are tiny, but I definitely want to get some.
I will say, with the deck like this, if you do your wraps, if you're gonna put in a single coil, you don't have any worry. But what I did was I bent one of my other legs, so that way my legs are both in the same plane. Like, you don't have a leg here and a leg here. I bent the ones so they were both.
And I think with a single coil,
So you can drop them right in.
I mean, of course, depending on the diameter, and if you overstuff your cotton, I think you're gonna have a lot more room in those wick ports for extra liquid to literally sit in there. So maybe single coil, a fatter single coil, 3.5, 4mm. Maybe that's the way to go. You'll be able to.
I'm gonna order a set of big old 4s or 4.5s from Shane.
4.5s. I'd like to see a 4.5 in that. I'm thinking 4s are solid.
I've seen 5mm coils, dude.
Oh my god.
That's a beastly coil, but I think a single 4mm coil in there would just be awesome.
So I guess let's wrap it up. What do you got coming out this week? What do you got going on? Where can these people find you, even though it's running as always?
Well, I have an interview coming up on Tuesday night, so in the middle of the week I'll have a Rise and Chat going up. That should be a really good one. I'm really excited this week for that.
Yeah. And if you didn't check out the last one with Peachy.
last week we had an episode go up about the American Heart Association.
Yep.
And then I had a fantastic conversation with Hannah, just Peachy. A lot of people know from Instagram and on Twitter. That was a great conversation. Big shout out to Hannah. She's a phenomenal human being, an amazing photographer. That was a great conversation. So check that out. You can find the podcast on SoundCloud or on Apple. Rise and Vape podcast.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's running here. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm _ that guy Matt. You can check me out on those. As far as YouTube, I don't know if I'm gonna have anything coming out. I'm on vacation.
I have a video coming out for this little guy.
Hell yeah! Look at the drip tip on that. I love that.
I know, dude.
I need more MTL in my life, man.
It's just so old school meets new school.
And you had that 6mg. What was it in there again?
This is 12 milligrams.
Oh, 12. Oh.
Peach strawberry Pinkman from Savage.
And does that do it for you? That gives you a nice, is that a? I don't know.
Absolutely.
You enjoy it?
Absolutely.
That's good. That's what it's all about. By the way, thank you for mentioning me in the podcast with Hannah. Well, shout out to you, Jay.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about the State House. We were talking about Arizona State House, and
shout out to you for being there.
Yeah, shout out to you for going, Jay. And yeah, you were talking to me about you had met her and whatnot, so I brought that up. She was like, "Oh yeah, I met him." Yeah.
So. Well, I guess that's the end. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Continue to have a good weekend. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. As far as I know, we're going to be here next Saturday, same time. Well, today we did a little earlier. Hope next Saturday, unless something changes, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here in the clouds. News, advocacy, beer, all the things. You know how we do it.
So I got to finish this.
You got to finish that, and it's probably
right
nice
now?
and warm. Well, no, I mean, hey, if you want to. I ain't forcing you. Arm behind your back. Let's end it with a little dang, a little bit of cloud, a little bit of dang.
A little dang cloud.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate it so much. And get danged.
Get danged.